an acute response. We'll look at respiratory acute responses, cardiovascular acute responses, and muscular acute responses. Just have some water. So when a person begins exercise, the body makes a number of changes, and these changes are known as acute responses. Acute just means small. If you think of like acute angle, it's a small angle. I just think acute, like cute. I just think of a small thing as cute, like a puppy or a kitten, something like that. So I just think small. Acute means small. It also means kind of short. So acute responses are short-term changes. So acute responses only last for the duration of the exercise and the immediate recovery period, and they are short-term changes to the body that occur during physical activity. We'll look at in Unit 4 chronic adaptations, and these are actually long-term changes to the body that occur as a result of consistent training. But right now we'll be looking at acute responses, and there are quite a lot of them, so I will try and work through them a bit slowly. So a key understanding here is understanding that muscles need oxygen to work. The harder the physical activity, the more oxygen they need. We mentioned before that they don't need oxygen, they can work anaerobically, but that this produces lots of fatigue. And so your body's like, no, I don't really want fatigue, obviously. I actually want to do something which doesn't require as much fatigue. And so they want to rely more heavily on aerobic systems. So nearly all of these acute responses aim to increase the amount of oxygen that can be supplied to the working muscles for the duration of the physical activity. This is super important as more oxygen means that more ATP can be produced using the aerobic energy system, which produces a greater amount of ATP than the anaerobic energy systems and causes far less fatigue. Okay? That was a pretty big slab of text, so pretty much what we're saying here is ultimately our acute responses want to increase the amount of oxygen going to the muscles. This means that we can use more oxygen energy system, which is the aerobic system. Therefore, we use less anaerobic system. Therefore, we produce less fatigue, and therefore we can work more effectively. And so I'm going to start sounding super repetitive because I'm just going to start like reciting this, like more emphasis or more use of the aerobic system. Therefore, less requirement of the anaerobic system. Therefore, less fatigue is produced, or less metabolic fatigue products produced. Therefore, more effective energy production, something like that. You start like repeating it over and over and over and over again, and so hopefully you'll get an understanding of it as we progress through.